Joseph is amazing. I just got my reading today about, he started out saying my mom's name who passed 3 months ago. And then he jumped into my dad's who passed just 2 months ago. Basically, he told me they're proud of me. They told me about keep writing my music, keep playing my Spanish guitar, and I love them. Thank you.
Sorry, I'm a little overwhelmed of what Joseph, what my mom came through with Joseph tonight. So my mom gave me this figurine that I adored since she was a child, and I happened to carry it upside down, and it fell out of the box and broke into 100 pieces.
And for Joseph to have come out with that is
unbelievable, by her saying, it's okay, it's just a porcelain figure, which she has told me before.
And if anything for him to come up with.
Yeah, it just validates that she's here. And
she is here.
Yeah, she is here, always in my heart. But yeah, love you,
mine
Mom.
too.
Thank you, Joseph.
Bye, Big Red.
The most amazing reading is he hit everything on point with my son. It was 2.5 months ago, and he was on point about the hatred and the fighting and everything. I was praying for him to come through, praying, please, and I screamed my name. My brother screamed my name too behind me. And then when he mentioned the dog tag, I was like, and the military, it was like, his dad was in the military, and then I had my dog tag and my son's picture. And then he just started coming with everything that was there, that I was in there in my head. I love it. He's amazing. He's amazing. I just want to tell you, I can't wait. I want to have a home. I want to do a whole thing with my family. I can't wait. He's awesome.
All right. We did it.
There you are. There you are.
How you doing? We managed to get online.
Welcome. You're here.
Welcome.
Another night of love. So,
yes, absolutely.
Calling in. For those of you,
all right, do we have people coming back? Okay, so they found the link.
The link is posted. I just checked on every posted. So join. We on our link here in the room already. So we're halfway. That's why I normally play the advertisement on there. Hello, Kim. And then we got chat going on her side. If you hit the chat on Facebook and YouTube, so I'm going to say hello. I'm going to just set out us here. And so, whoop.
All right, Joe. So, do you want the good news or the bad news? You are glitching. We cannot hear you.
I
can't hear you. Nope. We got nothing. Guys, can you hear me? Give me a thumbs up if you can hear me. Yeah.
Here, let me go to my audio. I'm really clear here.
You can hear it fine?
Hear me fine. Let's get a yes or no. Just say yes, no, Joe. Huh? Oh my God. Can you hear me okay, Chris? No? Okay.
All right, so since I know Jennifer is watching, I would like to know when that laptop is coming to your house so that we can test out your theory that your old laptop is not it. I don't believe it, Joe. I think it's a laptop issue. We've tried everything. We've tried everything. The last thing is just try her laptop. If it works, we never have to do this again. I can't hear you. But in the meantime, I can hear me.
Yeah. Right?
No.
What's going on here?
Well, in the meantime,
we
hear you.
My video's fine, right?
That's all good. Yeah. It's your audio is not.
Hello? Hello?
Sounds like, you know, oh, maybe try earbuds. Shannon says maybe try earbuds.
Yeah, I have earbuds.
Oh, maybe take them out then. Maybe take the earbuds out. Wait, Eileen said she can hear. Eileen, you can hear Joseph talking? Talk, Joe. Oh, I can't hear Joseph. Take the earbuds out, Joe. Nothing. Kim says nothing. I hear nothing either. Take the earbuds out. Take them out. In the meantime, for those of you who can hear, guys, Renegade's show was amazing. It was Monday of last week, just before Valentine's Day. I think it was probably like the best show I've ever been to. And what's super exciting about that is that we have made it official that we're going to like the Black Box and the Improv, and we're going to like, I know I've talked about this before, but I think last night it's really forming and we're getting an idea about what it's going to look like and how it's going to grow. And it's going to be a combination of me and Joe kind of taking turns. He's going to do a reading. I'm going to do a reading. And so we kind of like the platform of it. Jill says, I can hear you, but not Joseph. I know. Thank you, Jill. So guys, it was really great. I think you're going to be really proud of us in the upcoming months. So in the meantime, we're going to visit a few mediums, just to scope in on their stuff. But I've seen a couple mediums. I don't know how many of you have seen live mediums. But man, call me a fan. I don't think they can touch on what Joe can do. I've seen, and maybe they hit on a few people. And I like the general readings, and sure they hit on them. And I'm not saying that they don't, so I don't want to take that away from them. But I haven't seen anything as like evidential as Joseph can do. And of course, everyone already knows I'm amazing. So, so it's going to be a lot of fun. And it's not only that. I like to party. He likes to party. So what we kind of want to do is do like an entire event from like, all right, you want me to let you talk for a second? Go ahead, Joe. Nope, no, never mind.
All right.
Wait. I can hear you for a second. Wait.
Can you hear me now? Can you hear me?
Well, wait. Now stop. Your earbuds are out.
My earbuds are shut off. I took my earbuds out. This is my regular mic.
Okay. Oh, it's going in and out. I hear you for a second, and then it just stops.
on mute. Here we go.
You were
Can you
on
hear me
mute.
now?
That could be it. I can hear you now.
I unplugged everything. I unplugged my phones off and everything. Can you hear me?
I mean, we
Me
could
now?
just tell him it's fine because he'll do the show.
Can you hear me? You can't
Yes.
hear me.
I can hear
Can
you.
you hear me? Yes or no?
I can hear you. I can hear you. Your voice is now audible.
Fine.
I
Oh
know.
my God.
His mind is on Jennifer. My mind's on Jennifer because me and Jennifer discussed about getting Joseph, going with his internet. We can't figure it out. He's
I don't
plugged
know.
into everything. He's upgraded
We
his
were-
service.
We're talking earlier.
We
All right, let's
switched
do it.
venues.
Let's show time, okay?
But guess what, guys? I'm just telling you. I'm telling you all because I'm tired of hiding his secret. His laptop is 2013. Guys, it's 2023. That is 10 years. It is not capable of holding like the bandwidth, the internet capabilities. It's just not. But he won't listen to me.
I upgrade. I have
See? He won't
so
listen.
much memory. I invested
It's not, Joseph, you can't use an old computer. Your computer probably has a CD, a spot for a CD. They don't even make that anymore.
All right.
Jennifer said she's going to bring her
hear you.
laptop over. Jill says, Spirit's telling me you need a new one. See, I'm being honest. Like it's not me. You don't have to listen to me. Listen to every other human. He's telling you cannot operate a 2013 laptop in this modern day. They make it so that the computers don't work anymore.
Well, the room is filled, by the way. So here,
Great.
I see the chat going like I was going to do. Let's see how it works. There you go. I sent it out there. All right. Good. All right. So,
Yeah, does he have a flip phone, right, Joe? He probably does have a flip phone. Nothing. Don't worry about us. Me and Jill are just chatting about you having a flip phone over there with your 2013 laptop.
Right. I keep modern. All
right, so we're going to take bets on if I'm right and he's wrong. So like Jennifer is going to bring over her brand new laptop and we're going to set him up at home with her laptop for one show, just one show. And if it works, then I'm right. And if it doesn't work, then he's right. And I don't know, drinks on me next time.
All right. Okay.
Hi, Wendy. Good evening. Hi, Shannon. Hi, Kim.
We had a video last week at Renegade. It was pretty cool. It was a full house, packed house. Not a dry eye in the house, so to say.
Yeah.
And like I said, I know you and Jennifer were talking about the readings Monday. So maybe we can.
Yeah, I mean, the readings, they were amazing. But you know what? Even what I loved is the fact that everyone in the room felt compelled to give testimonials. And I was thinking it'd be really great to update our testimonials. I know it's a little bit of work for you, but you're good at it. It's what you did professionally. So, in fact, all I had to do was send them with the free book. And everyone was like lining up for testimonials. And I mean, Joseph gave like amazing readings. You know, we even had someone call on the phone at the same time. The projector fell on someone's head. Like there was movement everywhere. It was a pretty powerful night, I must say.
And
yeah, it was great.
For a father and another daughter called in right there, up the phone so she could hear her sister. So
yeah, the second it was amazing because the sister couldn't be there. And the second that Joseph looks at them and he says, like, your sister is here, her phone rings and it went on to silent. And I was like, wait a minute, who's that? And she was like, that was her sister who couldn't be here. I was like, we need to call her back right now. Cause apparently this was a young child who passed, like an 18-year-old girl. And the family was clearly not okay and not healed. And again, what I find is so beautiful is that spirit and source decides who is the highest priority for a reading in a group setting. And I know some of you may understand that and some of you don't, but what we don't understand is some of us are more at peace with our loved ones who have crossed over, and others are, you're talking potentially like life or death pain that we don't understand. And source sees them, hears them, pushes them to the front of the line. That's why I always try to tell everyone, if you're in a group of 200 or 300 and you don't get read, please understand it's not your loved ones bailing on you. It's just sometimes source sees people who are not doing well and they really need to hear from their loved ones. You know, you might be at peace.
First, no, I mean, when I have a big group, I have a tendency to go, and always seems to be that way.
Yeah, I've noticed that since the beginning of seeing you. And everyone that you read is almost like explodes into this pain and this tears, and it's above our pay grade here on earth. We don't know why certain people are chosen, but I've seen the pain that Joseph can heal with hearing from their loved ones. And what was so great is that what I did love about this new platform was I was able to have the mic and kind of interview them right after. It gave Joseph a couple seconds, but I was able to talk to them firsthand about what it feels like to have connected with a loved one, because Joseph already just nailed it. Let's be honest, he nails it. So it's like, that's got to be really shocking for people who just think their loved one is gone and their loved one doesn't hear them and their loved one isn't there. And then to hear from their loved one, it's a pretty amazing pivotal moment in someone's life. And I'm glad that we're able to speak about it, you know, and open it up and I can't imagine what that must feel like. I grew up watching my mother talk to my crossed over uncle. So this is like normal household stuff in my life. So I always knew there was that. So, but I can see a lot of people are still unsure, which to me is foreign. I don't even know how to relate fully, because I remember my grandmother being like, oh, you know, your nephew came to visit me in a dream last night and he was just checking in. And my mother's like, oh yeah. And I spoke to Pop and was like, oh, this was totally normal in my life growing up. So it's funny.
Yeah. Well, that's, you know, and I know the new mic system I have has your headset on, and I like the tag team that we did and the loved ones that I can step aside and then you a little bit and talk to the person about their, you know, about what came through and everything. And it just gives me a break. Here, the next loved one's coming in.
Yeah, and I actually think that the way we do this here, where you go and then I go and you go and then I go, it does break it up a little bit. You're bringing the loved ones in. I'm letting them know, you know, how their relationships are going, you know, so it does help to break it up a little bit. So I think that's going to be good to implement as well. So Joe, I have to fess up, and I got to be completely honest with you, because I know you'll be mad at me if I don't. We can't hear you still. You're glitching pretty bad. And I know you'd be bothered if I let you do the whole show this way. So I got to be honest. Even though I don't want to tell you, so you keep going, it's hard to hear you.
I know. We were just talking, too, before the show. And all right.
Sorry.
Hold on. I tell you what. Let's go ahead. I'm going to have you pull cards. Christina, I know you wanted to read for you.
Is that what Christina wanted? Is she here? All right, let's click on Christina.
All right, so Christina, I don't see her picture yet. Come on. Come up, Christina.
Oh, was she on? Oh my God, I'm going to feel so bad if we clicked her off and then she didn't get back on.
Yeah, she was getting on earlier, and I see her, but I'm going to bring her on here.
All right, well, Christina,
hello.
I owe you a reading for sure, 100%, if I don't see you on here right now.
I was just trying to put her on, so I try to fix everything.
Okay, can you find her? You want me to try to do it? I don't even know how to work this.
I'm going to bring her up.
Oh, you bring her up. Good. Hi. Hi. We saw you click on a couple times, but
I did, and I was like, they're so rude.
Yeah, why am I keeping getting bumped? So we have a question. For you. We actually tried to talk to you. We did not release it. It was on. It was the link out,
but it was on Facebook, and it was a link that was like, it said February 22nd at 8:00.
And there was a link when you clicked on.
Yes.
That? Okay. You're the only one who figured that out. We don't even know that.
I screenshotted it so I can send it to you guys, so you can see what I saw.
Thank you, because you're the only one, and we just were trying. What was happening is we're trying not to pre-post the link because it was getting to be where it was like 20 minutes before and the show, it was full. We don't have any pre-show conversations because there's like people everywhere. So we try to not post the link until like we're live, but we got to figure out how you were able to find that link because you're the only one who figured it out, but we need to know how you did that.
Oh, no, it's because I was needing to come to you.
Well, yeah, so that's why I was like,
know.
okay, if she's not on here, we're in trouble because we bumped her. So I would feel awful.
No, that's okay. But I was trying to say that. Yep.
You can't hear me now. My God.
I can hear you.
You can hear me?
I can.
Christina can hear me.
Yeah, I can hear you.
Does his mouth match his voice?
Hey, Kristen.
Tell
I'm
him
not looking that
if his
close at
mouth
his
matches.
lips.
That's the thing, Joe. No one is really looking at your mouth. So like I can hear you for the most part. But
Can you hear me talking, Kristen?
I can't.
I
can hear you
can
talking.
hear you.
I can hear your voice.
Oh, and I put my other mic.
I can't see you.
Go ahead and read Christina. And then
Yeah.
Hi, Christina. Let's do this. And you know, I could let him do the show like that, and part of me wants to, but he was so bothered before that he would be like, "You let me do the show."
Yeah, you're a good friend. You're a good friend.
I'm a good friend. All right, take a breath. One more. Give me some more energy. You're withholding. Give it.
Oh, dang. You sound like my husband.
Yeah. You're holding back on me. I know why that happens too. So we'll get into that in a second.
Oh, dang. Oh, dang.
Yeah, see, y'all really do have to give me your energy. I mean, I can kind of get in there and get it, but if you don't kind of relax and you're like, cool, you can play around in here, it's harder for me to get there.
Okay.
And the reason why this is happening is because you're exhausted, by the way.
Girl, I'm trying to stay awake too for this.
Yeah, no, like in life. In general. That's the reason why your energy is not flowing quite like that. Because I'll be honest, like I've known you in the past and your energy has flown freely more in the past. How do I word that?
Yeah.
It's a little blocked right now. And that's because there are certain things that are needing to happen in your life.
Okay.
Certain things that are like destiny, certain things that are important for your soul, certain things that your soul is kind of like poking and prodding at you. And it's like that little nagging thing in the back that you just know that you really need to be making some different choices and decisions. And you're just not. You're just not. You're just kind of, I don't know if it's like, I'm stuck, I'm tired, I'm exhausted, I'm worn down. And so, yeah. So because of that, we're kind of like looking out going, oh, God, the world's amazing out there. Think of all the things I could do, but nothing's happening. Right. And it's because you're tired and you're being, your environment, the environment around you is not conducive to this kind of growth. Your soul isn't in an environment, and it could be collective. You know, I'm not going to say specifically where that is coming from, but the environment that you're in is not healthy for your soul right now. So and you actually know this. So there's like a lot of like inner voice thing going on, and she might be quiet, but she's nagging you and she's bugging you, and she's like, hey, we're like not great right now. Like we're not, I mean, we know what we need to do, but like it's tough when you're so freaking tired and exhausted and worn down and your energy is so drained. So at this point, you really have to begin looking at what baby steps look like. Because you can't make big steps right now. You don't have a lot of big energy. You don't have a lot of energy to figure out big moves right now. So you're going to have to start taking smaller steps to kind of clear up the exhaustion. And what you really are going to have to do is kind of protect your energy right now and make small internal decisions that are going to take you into a step where your energy is in a healthier, more protected environment. So there's certain things that you have to close up, like your energy is being drained out of you, And you really need to figure out how to stop that drain. And it might not be where you can just magically make it happen. It's potentially going to be a process, but it's time for you to make this process, because living in this complete postponement of your destiny and your life and your soul is not, it's squashing your creativity, and your soul is like not going to give up. Like it's going to be relentless. And
Yeah.
and the thing is that, like, you know, sometimes in our environment, when things are not as they need to be or as they should be, we're not facing that, we're hiding. So it's like we have little masks on and we're putting on a smiling face and we're smiling, but underneath it all, like, nothing is right. So time to face it. It's time to, like, figure out what needs to be cleaned up in your environment, figure out what choices you have to make, and you're going to have to put some trust, some real trust into this situation, because it's not going to be necessarily an easy one to move away from some of this confinement and, you know, things that are unhealthy for you to be able to move forward. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Cool. Let me know how it goes. Good luck, girl.
Oh, girl, you like nailed it, because they have been talking to me, and I keep going, you know, I ain't got time or energy.
Right.
But then
That's
it's like, yeah, but then
that's
it's like, but that's what makes you happy. You know what I mean? Yeah.
Right.
And
right.
life is too short to be like, I'll do it another day.
Yeah.
I'll do it.
But baby steps.
Yeah.
Baby steps. So sometimes what I think is you're tired, I'll do it another day, all that. That seems like a lot, like big. What are like tiny little things, tiny little everyday adjustments, tiny little changes that aren't going to be overly like wave filled, and figure out what those baby steps are going to be. And every little baby step is climbing that ladder to where you need to go. And before you know it, you've reached the top of your ladder. You don't even know how you got there. But if right now you're worried about what's at the top of the ladder, you're not ever going to get on it.
Okay.
Okay.
Okay, great. All right. Love you guys. Thank you.
Love you.
Bye.
Bye.
I'm here.
All right.
I'm just gonna hold so you can hear me.
All right.
Cool.
Is that what you want to hear, Joe? I'll tell you anything you want to hear.
Hi.
Hi.
We have a lottery system, and number, and once you boot yourself off through here, that way we get more. Apologize for everyone, but I guess I'm working now, so as I'm going in and out. So.
Oh, Jill totally told you.
Yeah. Am I going? Do you? So you're cutting in and out.
Thank you, Jessica. I'm glad I didn't.
Oh, now is that a little better? I'm just here.
Okay.
Yeah. In and out.
That's weird. It's the internet. It's 2013 laptop.
All right.
Okay. We have to do a test run, Joe. We need to get 2003. It's not 2003, is it?
We talked before we started the show.
Don't be. There's something wrong with your stuff. We've tried everything. It's not the internet. You upgraded the service. You even have it plugged into the wall. And you promise you have the largest bandwidth, not like $100 bandwidth. We've switched servers from Restream to StreamYard. That was gonna fix it. We switched servers within servers to fix it. The only thing left is got to be the laptop. And I'm not even telling you to go buy one. I'm telling you to just give it a try, see if it works better. Or we need to call the internet service. We need to get a technician out to your house because something is not right. All right, there's my spiel. All right, I'm doing a reading for Shannon. I'm calling on Shannon. I don't know who she is. I'd like Shannon, you're coming up. Joe, I can't hear you. Don't. All right. Oh, he leaves. All right. Well, you figure out how to get Shannon on here. I don't even know how to do it.
Oh, hi.
Can you hear me?
I can.
Oh, good. I can hear you. Okay, good. How are you?
I'm
Is this your
shocked.
first time on the show?
Yes.
Oh my God. Like, oh, I get to ring my bell.
Oh,
Oh, I feel so good. Okay, good. Welcome. Thank you for joining us.
thank
Where is it
you.
that you come from? Like,
South.
how do you know about us?
I don't know. I've been following for a while, and he wasn't there, and then now he's there. So it's been very interesting. So
Oh, okay. So you've
I
been
know,
following
and
Joseph.
yes,
Cool. And how do you know about Joseph? Have you ever seen Joseph in live or?
I must have, because I don't know how I started following him. I must have, oops, sorry. I must have seen something he did and started following just because I felt I should.
Cool.
So,
Yeah. I mean, a lot of times our guides will speak to us like, hey, follow this guy. He's got a message for you.
well, I
You know.
really try and listen to that too. Or like,
Oh,
why I'm
good. Well,
stuck in
that's
traffic, don't go there. Yeah.
yeah, I try to promote that in everyone. I try really hard to get everyone to listen to their guides. And I love that you said you listen to that, because if everyone were listening to their guides like every day, like I listen to my guides, like I don't do anything without talking to them first. Like, hey, is this okay? Is this choice okay? Is this decision okay? Is this person okay? Is this job okay? Should I stay home? Should I go out? Like, and I allow them to kind of be like, yeah, stay home, go out, like have fun. Don't talk to that guy. He's a jerk. This one's better. Like they talk to me like I talk to you, and they're my best friends. I don't know how I would ever live without them. And I want everyone to have relationships, because I'm not alone here. Everyone has guides. It's just I know about it and talk to them. And I gave up worrying that I was crazy years ago when they proved themselves to me time and time again that they're actually real. In fact, like in my beginning, I was like, hey, you need to prove this to me, because right now I sound like a nutcase. And I was outside walking the dog. It's a funny story. And the dog pooped and I didn't have a bag. And I was like, no, I don't have a bag. You know, that's a big deal these days. And I was like, all right, guides, the magical beings from the other side, I need a bag. I'm not kidding you guys. Swear. The bag rolled out of the wind and landed on my leg. It got caught on my ankle. And I was like, okay. So like, this is a thing we're doing.
Wow.
This is actually a real thing. And they can move. Now the bag was like old and tattered and actually broken, but I picked it up. I mean, I asked for a bag and it sent a bag on. So when stuff like that happens to you, I stopped doubting anymore. And now I can just listen. Like, okay, what are we doing here? Yeah. All right. Having said that, let's do a reading.
All right. Thank you so much.
Yep. Here we go. Here we go. Yeah, I mean, I could have known this before I pulled it. I'm like, I should have just said it. Before I even pull this, I know you're highly connected. Are you aware of that? You have?
I am, but I think I trump it down.
Yeah, I mean, because you're trying to be normal, maybe.
Yeah.
Trying to fit in.
Yep.
Or you just don't want to sound crazy like me, and I get it. It took me a long time to come out of the spiritual closet. Trust me.
Well, I am old enough now that I no longer care.
Yeah, and it's good. But when you say that, like, do you no longer care, meaning you're telling people that, like, you speak to imaginary people across this?
No, but I can feel them. That I just
hope that you say that out loud.
Yeah.
Because the more people understand that, like, you're probably like very smart, intellectual, you know, you have a good job, well spoken. And you like me, like I own a construction company, right? But I can also speak to the other side. So it helps. The more we say it out loud, the more we get people to understand, the more our earth begins to heal, because we understand we're working with a higher force, another side. So they're letting me know that you are like a type of master creator here. You have a lot of abilities to develop these gifts officially, if you so choose. You're being fully communicated and led by your guides, like actively. So those are the first couple cards that pulled, and they only pull like when it's officially, you know, light worker, healer. You could be doing what I'm doing if you wanted to. I do see a couple things that you can work on. So I don't know if you have, okay, so I'm not going to put this energy. I'm not going to say it's you. It could be you or it could be someone else. But there's someone in their life, your life, or the partner or something, who feels like they're kind of like great and perfect, and they can do like kind of no wrong, and like everything that they say is kind of right, and they think they've made it in life, but in reality, like there's a whole lot of cracks going on. There's a whole lot of things that need to be worked on. There's a whole lot of things that aren't as they should be, but this person will not see this. They will not accept it. They will not move forward with it. And the thing is that sometimes that this energy causes causes growth. It stops it. It stops growth. When you think everything's okay around you, you don't want to really accept that it's not okay. It stops us from getting better or healthier or changing or looking at the things in the mirror that we need to look at. So I don't know who this is or where it goes from, but don't let any of that energy affect you. Or I don't know if it's someone in your life or if it's you, but just keep in mind on how that energy might affect you. I also see that we're kind of climbing out of a darker stage, like a cloudy stage, like a stage where maybe we had to go through some stuff. And we want to let you know you're on your way up from that. You're kind of doing the work, but keep in mind what it feels like when you drop down into that energy, and just make sure you're standing on top of it. Make sure you're not allowing yourself to get dragged back down, and really work diligently to stay in the light. Because a lot of times when we slip back down, we start not feeling good again. And we want to always monitor that. Something very important is this is tough for all of us, is like, we like to make a thing out of things. Like, okay, I mean, that'd be great, except for there's this thing that I have to deal with, that thing I have to deal with. There's like 4 other things over here that I have to deal with. Oh, and I forgot about that other thing. It's like, wait a minute. Can I just tell you that there's really no thing at all. It is as it is, and it's okay, and it's perfect. And like, let go of some of those expectations that things need to be a certain way. And the moment you feel that come back up, or like, what about this thing? And you hear yourself saying, well, there's that thing. Stop it immediately. Allow your warning bells to go off and be like, no, there's no thing. No thing. I'm going to become clear like water. I'm going to know that I'm in the present moment, and I'm going to accept everything as it is, because the reality is my guides are really looking out for all this stuff. It's not really up to me. I mean, I call it what it is. I give it to them. If there's anything that I'm like, what about this thing and that thing? I'm like, you know what? No. You guys handle it. I'm not. So stay above where you need to, stay in that light, figure out what needs to be faced, around, whether it's a partner or whatnot. That energy in your life is causing some issues, and no more things. Yeah. And you're going to be in harmony at that point. Okay. Good job. Good luck.
Thank you so
Good
much.
luck.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you.
All right. Bye. Oh, I don't know how to click you off. Joseph.
Yeah, let's just keep talking.
We can just hang out. Oh, someone did it. All right, Joe, you want to click on and see if you're working? I mean, it is 8:40.
I think I'm just doing the bad person.
It's
Can
not
you hear
as
me?
fun.
Can you hear me though?
I can hear you. Say something again. No.
Peter Piper picked
No.
the pepper. Can you hear me?
I heard the pit.
Yeah,
Peter and the pepper and the.
Full sentences.
Yeah, no.
right.
No full sentences.
Kristen, I'm gonna this is gonna be your show here. I'm gonna run in the back room here. The end.
All right, guys. I don't want it to be my show. It is 8:40. I'm good. I have had a long day.
And then
I will do one more reading.
I'm gonna use. Yeah.
I had a couple of readings before this. I've been reading for hours at this point. I'm a little tired. But I will let you know, I'll have a few things to say. Oh, all right. I have a few important things to say. So I'm supposed to get my marketing material out. Oh, I think there's a clicker. Hey, Joe, could you put our email at the bottom for me? I don't know how to do that yet. But please email us. It's really, really important that we have your email addresses, as that helps us. And also what we have is newsletter going out, and the newsletter is going to be like, hi guys, if you're on our newsletter, get a discount to this, or hi, we're launching our store. Here's our products that we recommend. Or we might have like, also I'm going to be writing a few things, like weekly things, whatever channel is coming through. So I can't tell you exactly what's going to be there, but I think the newsletter is going to be pretty great. I have a website coming out. What else? Oh, and it's going to have a store. And I'm really excited about the store because people always ask me like, what are these cards? And what are these cards? And they ask me like, what books do you recommend? And all of that. So I want to actually put them all in one place. And on top of that, I'm going to put all Joseph's stuff there. Joseph's got phenomenal books out. I've heard so many amazing reviews about his books. I've read a few of them. They're great. He's got CDs out. He's got downloadable meditations, as well as we'll both have private sessions on there. And also Saturdays, I want to do group classes because I have a lot of people asking me a lot of questions about connecting with their guides. And instead of everyone having to like pay for privates all the time, I'm just going to bring everyone to one spot, maybe do like a Saturday from 9 to 11 or something like that, where people can click in, hear about their guides, whatnot. I know Joseph has a lot of workshops coming up. I wish I had all of that information in front of you, but I know you can find it on his Facebook page. Again, your local support means the world to us because you're our local market. At some point, we're going to travel to Orlando and Tampa, but right now our local people are, they're our people. We've been around you guys forever, or years at this point. So guys, send me your email addresses. Also, what I'm going to do with the email addresses is pick someone once every couple of weeks who send an email and guarantee them a reading on the show, which is, our way of giving back. And just as a reminder, we don't do any of this for any money. A lot of times people say, well, we don't think everyone should charge money for this and all that. And that'd be great. I wish we could do it all for free. Seriously. So there's a lot of things that I'm doing to set it up where I'm going to have like a GoFundMe, or I'm going to start a non-for-profit so that financially, if someone can support it, great. But otherwise, these services are free, because I want them to be free. If you find that you can financially support, great, that keeps us going and supports us, but it's not like required. So now, mind you, private sessions are hours out of our day, but like group sessions and online with you guys, we just really want to make sure we're giving back appropriately and keeping the balance of life. So that's that. YouTube apparently is really important in the PR marketing world. And what Joe and I are going to do is we're going to be submitting to TLC and to Netflix and a couple of the TV shows and see if we can't pick up a network who wants to kind of do a show on us and whatnot. And YouTube is a big help for us because they want everyone to like our YouTube. Apparently, that's a big deal. So if you guys would like our YouTube, that would be awesome as well. All right, I think I did my PR. That's my PR. Shannon, thank you so much for giving me that, and I appreciate it. Oh, and Wendy. All right, I will like screenshot that and try to get it. I appreciate it. It's better in my email though. In our email, it's easier. Sometimes when it clicks off, those things click off and I can't get access to them. In the meantime, all right. So Wendy, I'm going to read for Wendy. I think that's it. I don't know if there's anything else I'm supposed to say. I might say it at some point, but that's all my brain has at the moment. All right, Wendy, if I can figure out, I appreciate your email address. For that, I will call you onto the show. Joseph has to figure out how to find you, though. Hi, Wendy.
Hi.
How are you? I can
Doing
hear
okay.
you. Can I hear you? Say hello.
Hello.
Okay. I hear a little bit. Let's see if we can keep going. Is this your first time on the show?
It is my first time on.
Good. Welcome. So you're glitching just a little, but can you hear me? Yes. Okay, you're glitching just a little, so I'm not going to ask too many questions, but we're going to do a reading, so take a breath. Well, see, she gave me her energy right away. Thank you. Good job. Okay. Wendy, so I have information that you have a ton of gifts inside of you. Like a lot of beautiful, beautiful things inside of you. Thoughts, wisdoms, idea, creativity. There's like an artist of love and beauty inside of you. And we just want to make sure that you're in the correct environment to be able to share those gifts and you're not closed down and perhaps not developing those gifts because your soul is asking for them to move forward. There's a few things in your past that I'm seeing that you're not able to kind of let go of. And when that happens, we're kind of holding on. And when we hold on to things in the past, it clicks on like a DVR radio player and it begins playing back in our head, especially if we're tired or we're not feeling well. we'll click into what happened in the past and just relive it over and over and over again. And it causes a lot of pain in our lives, a lot. And it causes a lot of damage to our soul. And the truth of this world and this earthly existence is there's nothing we can do about it. We cannot go back and undo what was done and undo what was said and undo the feelings and the trauma and the pain and the whatever it was. We have no choice but to accept it. And I know even if we say that we've accepted it, or we know that we need to accept it, or we've logically accepted it, there's a part of your soul that is not letting go. And sometimes what we have to do is go into that part. So sometimes what happens is we try to logically heal it with our brain, but we haven't logically healed it with our heart. So our heart is still hurting. We have these like scars, and sometimes they're not healed. And I'm going to explain something to you, that when you go back and relive it and replay it, it's like you're ripping those scars open again, over and over and over again. It's hard. It's off. Like, stop, you know? And I know that we want to, right? Like in a perfect world, like we're like, yeah, Chris, like I want to do that. And it's not working. But so sometimes what happens is when you go over there, it's like cleaning out your closet or cleaning out your garage, and you've not done it for a very long time. So you go in there and you find like a shoe in there, right? So whenever you go back, imagine you're going into that closet. Whenever you go back into what happens and the pain and the trauma and the upset and why and why and why and what if and what if and what if, every time you do it, I want you to imagine that it's a shoe and you're going to love it for what it is and you're going to let it go. Like, I don't need that anymore. I'm going to love it. I'm going to appreciate the lesson that was learned. I'm going to accept what has happened. I'm going to forgive what needs to be forgiven. And I got to let it go. And if you feel like you can't let it go here, I want you to give it to your guides. Sometimes, a lot of times, there are things that I cannot handle. It's way above what I know how to handle. And when that's the case, I really trust them to handle it for me. And if this is something that keeps coming up over and over, it might be over your head and you might need help to let it go. So that's all. Just really work on that for it coming up. All right. And then there you are. Lastly, I don't know if you've met a man or a partner, but I see a man or a partner. I see a relationship. So I hope it's a good one. It looks pretty good. I mean, the guy shows up a pretty good guy. I hope that's the case. And what I also see though, is that sometimes we have these past beliefs that we've picked up on expectations of our ideas of how they should be behaving. And we pick those up from our past, from our mother, from our belief systems, from our grandmother, from our father, from, I don't know, that 70s show or Friends, like how men should behave. And the thing is, we put all these expectations on like, oh, if he only did this, like, where's my knight in shining armor? Like, he's so great, but like, he's missing this and this. I just don't want you to have this like idea of what he should be and not seeing what's actually in front of you. And by taking that judgment and that expectations out of your vision and out of your filter, you can actually see him for the really beautiful person that he is underneath those expectations and thoughts. So that's just something to work on. Lastly, just make sure you're monitoring that mind, right? So make sure that every day when you wake up, that you're not allowing that mind to take control over you and put all sorts of nonsense in your head, all sorts of stuff that's not healthy, all sorts of stuff that's going to hurt you, stuff that you picked up from who knows where, the guy up the street, the old person you went to school with, the mean father, you got all sorts of weird stuff in there. So don't let that get to you. I want you to just, and I know we've heard it over and over again, but the moment that mind starts messing with you, just go to what I'm thankful for. What am I grateful for? What am I thankful for? And say it over and over and over and over and over again. I'm grateful for the sun. I'm grateful that I have sheets on my bed. I'm grateful that I happen to have 2 legs. I'm grateful that I'm breathing. And just keep going until it passes and you'll be feeling better. Okay.
Well, thank you very much. I've had the same man in my life. So I follow what you're saying about seeing the good in and not the other stuff. And the heartache that you mentioned was the anniversary of my father's passing, and I'm really been struggling struggling with that, playing it back in my head. So that all makes sense as well. So thank you.
So Wendy, what I want you to do is I really would like you to be able to speak with your father. I know we can't do it today because Joseph's not working, but Wendy, if you come on the next time in the next couple weeks, I'll make sure you get a reading with Joseph, okay? And it would be very healing to hear from him.
I will do my best,
I
Wendy.
really-
I don't know if you can hear me. I will try.
I can kind of hear you, Joe. Let's see.
I don't know. I think I figured out what we can do here. I was going to have you boot off, Kristen, and I was going to see if my voice boot off. Let me see if I can, if Wendy can hear me clearly.
Yeah.
I'm going to boot you off here. I'm going to try. Wendy, can you hear me clearly?
I can.
All right. There's no problem hearing me?
Nope.
Okay. All right. I think I know what's going on. I think Kristen and I are sharing the same. She has to come in a different way, and I figured out what to do here. Take a deep. Were you the caretaker of your, by the way, Wendy? I have you spending time with him.
Yes.
Okay. Let me just let you know that what I'm hearing from your father is a world of thank you because you were there. I could see his eyes looking up at you while you were taking care of him. I could just see the love in his eyes, thinking, if you could read his mind, just saying that if it wasn't for you, it just said he just felt so good that you were taking care of him. And then I have him going drifting off like a hospice situation from there. And what I'm hearing from your dad, Wendy, is that he loves you very much. He says, thank you for taking care of me. Okay?
Thank you very much. I appreciate that.
All right. Okay. I thank you for coming on. Okay.
Thank you.
I'm going to see if, okay. Thank you. All right, Kristen. I don't know. I'm thinking maybe I don't know if we came in on both my channels. But...
So Joseph, whatever you changed, even before I had clicked off, I could hear you.
Okay.
Like when you came back on this.
I didn't do anything. I just was sitting here.
Oh, so wait, now you can't hear me again. So what if I click off and click the link?
But I can hear you.
You think
I hear you. Can you hear me?
Yeah.
You hear me fine.
Yeah.
I don't know.
And your voice is lined up.
My voice is lined up. You hear me.
It's all proper. It's all proper, like Joe.
All right. I think it's an internet thing going on. I'm going to call my internet company on here.
Okay. All right. We're making moves.
All right. Let's go ahead. Let me see if I can do some catch-ups here.
Please do some catch-ups. I'd love for that.
So let's go ahead and let's bring Elaine up here. So I'm going to bring you, Elaine, right up to here. Hi, welcome.
Hi, how are you?
Good. Thank you for your patience.
Good to see you. I think it's Eileen, right?
Yep.
Hi, Eileen.
Okay.
Hi.
What brings you on to have you been on the show before? Or is this the first time?
A couple times.
Couple times. Okay.
Yep.
Well, so what brings you here tonight?
Just my mom, thinking about her a lot. But we've had she passed 2.5 years ago.
Yeah,
don't tell him anymore.
Yeah.
Just
sure,
your mom.
we've talked about that. Yep.
So there was something lost of hers. Did you find it?
Yeah, quite
was
a few things.
Jewelry or something like that was lost?
Yep.
Did you the bracelet or a necklace or something?
Mm-hmm.
But she says that it was lost for the longest time and you found it.
Mm-hmm.
Good. Your mom sends her love. I just feel such a good heart here coming through for right now. Who had cancer in the family too as well?
She did.
Okay. So she's telling me she passed away. She told me her cancer. And what I'm hearing from her is that she was a fighter. She fought this and she did everything she could all the way to the end. And she said, Elaine, she said that all the family was pulling for her, but at the end, it almost came back in vengeance again, I feel. Like she was sick and then she got better. And then at the end, it came back and then she was not able to, her legs, did it affect her legs in any way as well?
Like the swelling, she couldn't walk at the end.
Or swelling. Okay, so she's telling me that it affected her legs and everything. And then I just had the organs. I just have her body just kind of falling apart and everything. But the most important thing, who's the nurse in the family, by the way? Anybody in the medical field or anything?
No.
Something about a nurse or something. Somebody who passed away who was in the medical field or anything like that.
Not that I can think of.
And nobody went to medical or dropped out or anything like that?
No.
Okay, that's all right. But let me just say that with your mom, I just felt she had cancer and you had to take care of her. And she left you a few things there. And she's glad that, was it a ring or a bracelet that was missing?
It was actually a ring.
A ring. Okay. She's glad that you found that lost ring then. Okay? All right. I thank you for coming on.
Thank you.
But the main thing that your mom wants to say is that she's always looking after all the family. And you told her, Mom, look after me. Signs. She said the signs.
You're breaking up.
You're gone, Joe. We lost you. I'd sure love to hear what you were saying, though. Oh, Eileen, do you want a reading?
Sure.
All right, me as well. Me as well. Oh, I definitely want to hear what you had to say, but okay. It's pretty awesome that he knew about your lost jewelry, though, you know?
Yeah, I ended up giving it to my niece.
So, you know, how would he know that? Like, you know,
Yeah.
it's awesome to know that, like, your mom's like, tell him about the jewelry. Tell her I know. Tell her she found it. I mean, it must be frustrating almost to them because we're trying to communicate with them. Sorry, I dropped something. We're so sad and they can like hear us and they can see us and they can't talk to us and they're trying in whatever way possible to get our attention and to, you know, to let us know that they're there and that we're not alone. So,
yeah.
All right. One more breath for me, please. Okay. Thank you. Okay. So interesting. So I some of these energy cards pull up. I don't ever like to assume that I know where they go. I'm going to read them and you figure out where they fit. That's on you. So okay. The first thing they want to let us know is that you're 100% being guided, communicated with. They're really working towards putting harmony in your mind and calmness in your mind and peace in your mind. And they're really working hard to kind of get through some of the stuff that's around you. Some of the stuff that's around you, I don't want this to come out a little bit harsh, but there's some really tight control situation around you. This could be from you. It could be from someone else. But when our energy is so controlled and so tight and so unflowing and non-flowing because we just can't seem to let certain things go. And again, I don't know whether this is you or someone else, but it really does stop the flow of life from moving. What I also see is that there's some energy around you that is smiling and has a loving feel to it, but underneath it all, somehow the intentions aren't matching up with the smiley face.
Yeah.
Yeah. So can I ask, is this someone else? Or is this?
It's a combination.
It's a combination. Okay.
Yeah.
So I'm just going to keep it open in general. And you know where it goes. So the thing is that you really want to figure out where that intention and where that intention is coming from, because if the control and the intention is not necessarily healthy. It's going to stop a lot of this beautiful communication. It's going to stop you from hearing guidance. It's going to stop your soul from reaching its manifestation as kind of like a potential master here on this world. Like you actually have, you and those around you have the potential to have like a really beautiful destiny and situation full of love and peace and unconditional kindness. But due to this, the control and the masks, the intention that's not healthy, it's causing a mind to split and a type of schizophrenic type of feeling, not schizophrenic, but a type of mind split, which means like sometimes we're okay, sometimes we're not okay, sometimes we're feeling okay, like happy, and then other times our mind is just, it's pulling a number on us. And it's because of this type of environment that needs to be cleaned up a little bit. So some of the, like maybe the things that are unhealthy for your soul in like a toxic kind of way, we want to just kind of face them, because your guides are kind of speaking to you and they're asking for your attention in this matter. They're asking you to be a little bit patient because some time's going to go by. But there is some views where kind of, you know, we're looking at each other, but we're not seeing each other.
Yeah.
It's all just like, but it's not okay. You know? All right. That's what I got.
Okay.
Best of luck.
Thank you.
Talk to you soon.
Bye-bye.
Bye. All right. Let's see. I have Jessica. Love a reading one day. So, all right, Joseph, do I have you coming on, my dear? Have you bailed on me? Bailed on me. Where is he? Maybe he's kicking himself off. All right. So, been following Joe for a while. Kristen, it's great to listen to you. All right. So, Jessica, just make sure we have your email address. Please, guys, I don't know where our email addresses went, but if you guys make sure we have your email addresses and you give us a little bit about, hi, here we are, what's your story? Yes, I have shared it. Okay, perfect. So when we have that, we take into consideration, you know, everything. Have you been following a while? Is brand new? And also, I'm sure I'll have something in the newsletter, you know, that states, he's back.
Yeah, can you hear me?
Yes.
I changed my browser, and I'm seeing if my browsers had to do with it.
All right. I hear you.
I booted out, went to the browser, so I'm just trying. So yeah, I'm using Chrome now instead of Safari.
Well, I hope it works out.
And I'm seeing.
Perfectly.
I don't know. I don't know. I'm just so.
I can't hear Chris, only Joe. Kim says she can't hear me.
I hear you.
I can hear both. Jessica says she can hear both.
All right. Well, let me give an idea to what's going on for people then. Since let's see if I can keep going with people hearing me. This Friday, Royal Palm Beach, I have a big event at Mindful Moments in Royal Palm. It's a store of 441. I'm doing a Speaking to Heaven event there. So it's almost sold out. I think they have like 5 seats left for that event. Then in March, I'll be in Sarasota. For those of you who want to come to Sarasota, from March 17th all the way through the 20th, I'll be doing events Friday, Saturday, Sunday, and private readings on Monday. The grand reopening of the Spirit University. They closed down for COVID and they decided to open now. So I'll be there. After that, I will be at Boca Raton. There's an energy center place down there. I'll be doing an event in Boca. And then follow Port St. Lucie on March 25th. I'll be doing an event, 2-day event in Port St. Lucie. And in April, I'll be down in Fort Lauderdale at Spiritual Journeys right off the bat. Now, did that all go clear without any problems with me?
That was completely clear. And I would like to add something, which is y'all that are hearing this right now, Joseph has been so great and kind and amazing with his time and his prices and whatnot, but the economy is changing. Everyone knows that. So his prices are going to be going up this year. I can guarantee you that, potentially double. So if anyone feels like they need to get in and see him now, the Speaking to Heaven event is going to be pretty pricey moving forward. So if you feel like you can get into one of these little boutique shops now while it's still affordable, do it now. You have until April, but right after that, I would imagine throughout summer and coming in season, you know, the prices are going to be jumping. So I say get in now.
Well, it's just because we're changing stuff. Kristen and I are going to be working together. I also have Jennifer with me, where we're going to be putting on bigger events. We're going to be doing workshops, and there'll be multiple workshops. I'll be doing my workshops. Kristen will be doing hers. eventually Jennifer's going to come up with her
Yeah.
workshops too, and it's just going to be a bigger following, or
A
just a
bigger
bigger
event
venue,
and
I should say. Yeah, bigger venue and things. Instead of the little small pop shops there, we're going to get a hotel. We're going to have a bigger venue. So, but my private readings and everything like that is still going to be
and
the
home
same
parties.
on
And I
there.
hear the home parties are
And
fantastic.
home parties, private readings, all that are all still going to
Yeah.
be the same.
Yes.
So, all right. So you know what? I changed the browser on there, and now it's
Yeah,
all
so
working.
far so good, Joe.
I don't know. It's the end of the show. I know I worked all day. You worked
Yeah,
all day
I did. You did.
I apologize for those who called in on there, but I am gonna borrow, other laptop, a Windows laptop
Yeah,
next
and at
week.
least give it a
Next time
try.
we,
Let's just cover all bases.
yeah. So we'll see how it goes. I know
Yeah.
last time we did the show, we had no problems, no glitches.
Well, there was some, I was like holding my breath the whole time. There was a couple glitches, but it like we held. But
Okay.
I was like, even when I talked to you earlier, I could hear it, and I was like, oh, I don't know that we're gonna pull this off tonight.
Yeah.
But I'm
And
glad we did.
everybody's saying they can hear us now, and
Good. And if anyone wanted a reading with Joseph tonight and didn't get one, and you managed to get on in the next couple weeks, and you put in here, hi, I was here last week, I wanted a reading, we'll try to get to you for sure.
yeah, it's my fault on this end, so I got to get this right. So on your end, you seem to have no problem.
It's because
So,
I have a really new laptop, Joe.
Yeah. Yeah, I know Jennifer has a new one. She just bought hers a few months ago too.
Yeah, but I don't want you to go buy one until you prove my concept. I could be
Yeah,
wrong.
but
I don't want you to spend the
Jennifer
money.
texted me. She says to use her laptop to see if it
Yeah.
all works and stuff, and we'll do that.
Yeah.
Maybe I'll buy a Windows just to do the show, and then I just use
Okay.
that Apple stuff.
Yeah, because the show is great, and this is the footage that we want, and this, and this is what a lot of our live shows are going to be based on. So it's important. I know, I don't know. I would love to know upcoming where everyone is seeing us from. I know that when we were doing the show before, we had people in Belfast, people in Europe, people all over the world were tuning into the show. So
well, we had, I think it was Shannon or Sharon from Ireland.
really?
And yeah, so
Oh, I love that.
yeah, she had to boot off because it was getting too late. She said, in there too.
I love that.
And what was nice, I was in Okeechobee City last Saturday doing an event, and there was only 4 people from Okeechobee, and everybody was from Tampa. 2 people from Orlando, 2 came up from Tamarack. And
yes, it's amazing, Joe. I love hearing that.
To see me.
That's what I want. Exactly why we're gonna go Tampa. Orlando, I think, is our next logical step after we hit up our local, and then I think Tampa. I think Orlando and Tampa are our 2 next steps, and then we'll figure out where we feel like going from there.
Right.
So that's amazing. That's great news. I love that people are traveling. I want to get the word out there. I want to get our marketing, and in order to market us, we need a little bit of funds for that, which is why I have to up the ticket sales, because I want to market it appropriately. And I want, when you guys come, to be honest, when you come to an event, I want us to know your name. I want us to know where you're sitting. I want to make sure you have drinks and food. I want to make sure that you get to see us. I want to make sure that we have a little bit of dancing afterwards. I want it to be fun. I want us to get dressed up and have a good time.
You're going to make it an elegant event.
Yeah.
It's going to be nice. So
yeah, I think so. It's what I want to spend, how I want to spend my night. So y'all get to come with me.
Good. I'll just show up. No.
Yeah, Joseph, just show up. Literally, that's all I need you to do. We'll handle the rest. The only thing, wait, I gave you one bit of homework, and that is to please get email addresses wherever you go. It's not a lot to ask.
Yeah, that's what I need to start doing too.
That's all I want is email addresses for now, because I plan to get these events at least at 400 people. And in order for that, I need emails. And guys, even if you've seen Joseph, we appreciate you telling people about us. We appreciate you sharing this video on your page. We appreciate that. And even if you've seen him, send it and say, hey, you guys really might like to see these people. So that really helps. Like we rely on you guys to get the word out, and I want Joseph and me to be able to be doing this full time, kind of traveling. And this is like what we do. He's phenomenal. I'm great. So
you are great.
I'm great. I mean, let's just say it. It's true.
Yeah,
but I love watching him do what he does too. So
we make a good team. So yeah.
Yeah, everyone else is doing it. It's time for us to do it too. I want to quit my day job, guys.
Yeah, this is my day job.
I know. I'm jealous. But in all fairness, he started at 40 and I'm at that age. So right around that time. So I'm getting in right now. And my soul, like everyone's soul is craving something. My soul is craving this full time. This is what I want to do. I want to wake up. I don't want to talk to you guys. I want to wake up and give readings, workshops, shows. This is like all I want to do. So that's why I'm working very hard to make that happen full time.
Okay.
Okay.
All right. So shall we say good night to everyone?
Yeah, good night.
All right.
We
will get it through a show one day.
All right, a couple weeks, Joe, right? A couple weeks, Wednesday.
We'll be back in a couple weeks. It gives me time to figure stuff out again.
Okay, guys, we'll see you in a couple weeks. Thank you. As always, like, subscribe, and share, and send me your email addresses. You guys are the best. We love you. Have a great week. Stay calm.
Okay.
Bye.